Hey, Happy New Year. This is HKPSG1 Shooter, and most New Year's Eve, this is what I'm doing. Cooking some of our famous clam chowder. So the first step we want to do here, so I've got about a half a pack of bacon cut up in this, and about a half a stick of butter. First step is to fry the bacon in this butter. So that's what I'm doing right now. We've got some clams right here that Greta has already performed the unpleasant task of cutting the stomachs out of them. If you're making red clam chowder, you can get by without having to do that, but the white clam chowder, you definitely want to take the stomachs out, or it makes the chowder look really nasty. There's our clams there. Also, here in this bowl, she's got the onion, small red potatoes, and a little bit of carrots cut up. That'll be our next ingredients that we'll add to it. So right now, get this bacon fried up, and then as soon as it gets almost crisp, I want to pull it off, and I want to save this grease to fry the vegetables in. So we'll check back here in just a minute. Just about there. I'd say just 2 or 3 more minutes. Let's pull this bacon out of here and set it in this bowl, and we'll use the grease. The combination of the bacon grease and the butter here that I've got to fry the vegetables in, which kind of pre-cooks them a little bit so it doesn't take so long for the chowder to cook. This is a really good wintertime dish though. On cold days, come in from outside, have a bowl of this. It'll heat you right up. Put some oyster crackers in it. It's great stuff. We'll be making the white clam chowder, New England style clam chowder tonight. I'll also make a red Manhattan style chowder with tomato base, which I like them both. Greta prefers the white clam chowder. I'll take either one. Honestly, I like them both. Okay. Next step, we pull this bacon out of here, set it aside in this bowl. We want to save this grease though that we've just cooked this in. This is going to help flavor our vegetables and our chowder right there. You know, another good purpose for bacon grease is if you have popcorn. I'm not talking about the kind that's already in the bag that's got everything in it. I'm talking about just regular popcorn, just the kernels. And you have the old style popcorn popper. If you pop the popcorn in the bacon grease, it is really good. All right, so let this bottom of this heat up just a second, and then we're going to dump our vegetables in here and proceed to cook those. Alright, here we go. I guess this is sort of like stir frying in a way. You can consider it stir frying in bacon grease. But it's just kind of pre-cooking the vegetables a little bit.
That's not right.
Yep.
Great.
Go ahead and add a little pepper to it. Stir that in. And this is Badia, ground black pepper. I buy this where they keep the Mexican foods. There in Food Line. Get a real good deal on this size container. It's a lot cheaper than buying those Sawyers or some of those name brands. This stuff is actually a little hotter than regular pepper too, so it doesn't take very much of it. Alright, so after cooking for a few minutes, see the bottom of our pot is starting to get fog on the camera lens. The bottom of our pot is starting to get a little season to it, which means we're nearing time to bring the heat down from maximum heat down to about half heat. Next ingredient I'm going to add is some half and half. Stir that in a little bit.
Don't get me in there.
Alright. What's that? Okay. Alright. Alright. After adding the half and half, and we'll add our bacon back to this.
Give me your fingers and engagement. It's a cheap ring.
She's giving me a cheap ring
I got one too.
for New Year's. Okay. The little pull tops off the half and half.
Oh.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah, but your fingers are prettier than mine.
Nah.
You can model rings and such. I can't model rings with my hands.
You couldn't model concrete.
You ain't lying. Okay, now I'm going to add the other half stick of butter, which I've cut up. Finally, to the mix, I'm going to add our clams.
Without bellies.
Without bellies. That's right. I'm going to set it for 50 minutes. At 9 o'clock, this will be ready. So I'm going to let this simmer for 50 minutes, and then we're going to have us a bowl.
Yeah.
Looking good already. Good hearty chowder. We've got some oyster crackers right here. Tell you what, doesn't get any better than that. We picked those clams, or actually Greta picked those clams today.
Keep holding.
So, yep. So they don't get no fresher than that. Good to go. Let her simmer, and then we'll eat. Now, obviously, because we're dealing with a milk-based product, yeah, we don't want to boil it. And also, about every 10 minutes or so, we want to stir it, just to make sure we're not scorching it there in the bottom of the pot. Again, on about medium heat. Just stir it about every 10 minutes. About 40 minutes left to go. Alright, just over 15 minutes to go. Been stirring it about every 10 minutes. Oh, that's going to be good. Alright, so here we go. Finished product.
How much butter did you put in there?
An entire stick.
Okay. I got hot enough, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Good stuff right there.
Keep you from getting sick stuff right here.
That's right. Salt and the minerals in shellfish. It's actually very good for you.
There it is.
It's probably why we stay healthy during the winter, because we eat a lot of shellfish.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
I'll let it cool down for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, about 2 or
I'll be
3.
ready.
Let it cool down about 2 or 3 days, where it gets a little bit cooler than a sunspot, so you can keep some skin on the roof of your mouth.
Keep her.
And, anyway, some oyster crackers here. Outstanding.
Outstander than
Outstander than hell, as Early Kyler would say. Good deal. All right. Homemade New England style clam chowder.